Hello dear children, welcome you all back to science class. In our last class, we have learned about various uses of friction. In today's class, we are going to learn about disadvantages or the harmful effects of friction. Now look into this picture here. Here we see that two people are trying to move a heavy object on the floor. But they find it difficult to move it. As you can see here, there are two people who are pushing on this object in order to move it, which means it is difficult for them to move it. So friction makes it difficult for a heavy object to be moved on the floor. This is because of the force of friction between the surface of the floor and also that of the heavy object. So it is difficult to move or slide this heavy box on the floor because the force of friction opposes the movement or motion of this object. So force of friction will make it difficult for these objects to be moved on the floor. Another harmful effect or disadvantage of friction is that it causes wear and tear of the surfaces of the objects. As you can see here in these pictures, and we know that when we use shoes for very long period of time, we can see that when we turn, the soles will be damaged. Now, why do you think this happens? This is again because of the force of friction acting between the surface of our shoes and also that of the floor. It also damages tires of vehicles. As you can see here, this is a new tire that is on the left side. Now on the right side, you can see a tire that is worn out. So force of friction causes wear and tear of surfaces of the objects. And that is why we see damaged tires of vehicles and also the soles of our shoes get damaged. So here again we understood that friction has harmful effects. In addition to that, friction also produces heat in various parts of machines. As you can see here in this picture, two surfaces are in contact with each other in a machine. And since they are in contact with each other, there is force of friction acting upon them as they move. So this force of friction produces heat in various parts of machines. And therefore, useful energy is getting wasted as heat energy. So when these two surfaces are in contact with each other, because of friction, when these two surfaces move, it produces heat energy. And therefore, because of friction, useful energy is wasted as heat. Engines of vehicles also consume more fuel due to the force of friction. So these are some of the harmful effects of friction.